Hey guys, welcome to my garden. It's a juvenile Australian food forest, temperate food forest. I think we have about 10 trees here on the verge and in the front yard so far, if you don't count the bananas and the moringas. And quite a lot of self-seeding annuals, perennial vegetables, a lot of berries, blueberries. Rosie, come here. Dog's threatening to go for a walk. Rosie, you'll go inside. Come here. Come on. She's always threatening to wander off somewhere. So having a look at the verge garden here. The premise for the verge garden was that obviously it has to be low growing, so you have to be able to see other cars as you're backing out of the driveway. It has to be very, very tough because I don't want to water the verge garden. I think I water this maybe, if it's very, very dry over summer, maybe twice, 3 times over summer. So everything has to be very tough, very drought tolerant. Has to look good. This might look really untidy for some people, but this is the tidiest part of my garden. And it has to look beautiful as well, so there's quite a few ornamental flowers. Rosie, stay here, Rosie. Come on. So starting from the driveway start of the heart of the verge garden. I should mention as well, I like to grow food for my neighbours, so passerbyers can pick broadbeans, chilies. I got some fruit trees there as well. And the idea is, Rosie, here. The idea is providing food for my community as well. So starting with calendulas, we have calendulas, salvias. Come on, Rosie. We have some bloodflower here, so that's the food source for the monarch caterpillar, the monarch and the lesser wanderer. We've got a trailing lantana, so that isn't the weedy variety, and I will link the botanical name for this one in the links, but it's not a declared weed, and I believe this is a sterile hybrid. So I've never had it ever self-seed or pop up anywhere. We have self-seeding broadbeans covered in snails because we are organic here. You can see all the little snails in the leaves there. African daisies. I haven't had this variety of African daisy self-seed. We've got Silverbeet, more self-seeded broadbeans, rosemary, lemongrass. Hey, Rosie, come here. Threatening to go on the road. Not very, very smart, that dog. Penstemon, Silverbeet, mandarin. The compost bin next to it. I'm not looking at it in the winter. Rosie, come here please. Come on. Rosie, come. Rosie really likes smelling the lavender. I don't know why. So we've got more lavender, self-seeded broadbeans. Little native purple daisy in the corner there. And statice. I'll just go get the dog so she doesn't run in front of a car. Rosie, come here. Come on. Here we have Leptospermum scalparium, I think it is, the Manuka leptospermum. Atherton raspberry, which is a native variety of raspberry native to Queensland. Doesn't taste like a regular raspberry. I don't know how you'd really describe it. Sort of a more tart raspberry, I guess. Very nice though, and fruits well here. Here we've got the white skin purple flesh sweet potato. Makes a really nice ground cover, so nice and dense. You can see there's no weeds growing through that. It's a really fantastic impermeable barrier. Ooh, we've got a happy little bee on the broad beans. Where did he go? So lots of insects here. Little bee hotel that's fallen down and never really amounted to anything. That's just a Bunnings bought bee hotel. Self-seeded daikon radish actually. So that there is a self-seeded daikon radish, which is the large Japanese variety, really long white Japanese radish. And over here we have the garlic. So garlic patch with weeds mixed in, thistles and whatnot. And my plum trees. So I took out I think it was a bottle brush in the centre there. I took out the bottle brush and replaced with plum trees, just to have something a little bit more useful. So that concludes the verge tour. It's a little bit of a work in progress. The other end I'm a little bit umming and ahhing what to do with. Possibly more lavender, obviously take care of all the weeds, the self-seeded kikuyu. But that'll all get a bit of a clean up this spring. Come on, Rosie. Rosie! Come here, come on. Come here. Come. Good girl. Come on. So here we have cardoon. So cardoon is the prehistoric relative of the globe artichoke. And it's actually the leaves that you eat, so the stem. Haven't tried it yet, but apparently it tastes just like globe artichoke without all the prep work. And you steam the stems and you peel them and eat them like that. Apparently they're very tasty. So you got locust, more wild osteospermum, a little bit of a weed, that one. Haven't had it pop up anywhere else, so we shall see. This is my experiment to grow moringa here in Albany. They go dormant during winter and then they re-emerge from the fleshy root system. So somewhere where you'd get a freezing winter, that whole thing would die down. It would re-emerge from the fleshy root system and re-emerge very quickly. Snails love them, so that's got to be the biggest enemy, I guess, of the moringa is the snails and the cold. I found these ones didn't come out of dormancy until Christmas, December last year, so yeah, we shall see. That's the other little moringa there. So not doing too badly. Come on, Rosie. Good girl. Here we've got, I believe that's a Cavendish banana. I've got Cavendish, I've got plantain behind the pomegranate there, sad looking mango, don't mind all the junk everywhere, but there's a yellow dacca banana, which is a red dacca that's reverted back to the yellow. And here we have again more junk, but a Nathan banana. So this is a super dwarf Cavendish banana that will fruit when it's just 1 meter high. So perfect for pots, perfect for small yards, courtyards, suburban blocks. And that browning there is actually frost damage. So a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, about 2 weeks ago, we had a pretty decent frost year. And bananas aren't frost tolerant. So he'll recover, he'll be fine. When you've got frost damaged bananas or wind damaged bananas, don't cut off any of those shredded or damaged leaves, because they are protecting them from future severe weather events. So just leave them be until spring, spring and summer. Rose plant. So this is a skylark rose. That's planted over my dead cat. It's a bit of a memorial rose. The bees love that. I found the bees visiting that one. And then for the understory, we've got a lot of mint. The atherton raspberry, that native raspberry going a little bit wild. We've also got, let me see if I can find some. This is the thornless raspberry, so no thorns at all, doesn't even revert back. I'm sure some of you know the thornless young berry actually reverts back to the thorny variety, which is a bit of a nightmare. And we've got purple sweet potato. And I find the purple sweet potato is a little bit untidy compared to the white skin purple flesh sweet potato, so that's interesting. Different sort of growth habits. Longer runners, doesn't stay quite as compact. So I really like the other sweet potato throughout my verge because it stays lovely and compact and just looks good. And that's really everything that's of interest in the verge garden and the front garden. As you can see, always battling the kikuyu. We'll rip all that out this spring and we'll give this place a bit of a tidy up and work on the understory. So lots more blueberries, lots more raspberries, self-seeding annuals, lettuces, parsley, coriander. I'm hoping to get coriander to self-seed through here and get it a little bit more productive. So thank you for visiting my garden, and have a good day.